And the answer to the least mature question to be asked in 2011 is, what's the M5 like to drift? An absolute money! Come on!
So the new M5 has to answer 4 key questions. First of all, has it got any range? Do you have to stop every 300 kilometers to fill up with fuel? Has it got torque? Can you not rev the tits off it and still go quite quickly? Does its gearbox want to break your neck every time you change gear quickly in one of the faster shift modes? And, perhaps most importantly of all, can an M5 really be turbocharged? So let's deal with fuel range first, shall we? For starters, the M5 now has a 10 litre bigger tank than a standard 5 Series. Praise be to the Lord. And BMW claims that it's 30% more fuel efficient than the old car, but that's not difficult because, you know, there are jet aircraft that are more fuel efficient than the old M5. So, what do we end up with? Well, I've been going for about 15 kilometres this morning, cruising along. I've done a couple of full throttle overtakes. The trip computer's showing 23.7 miles to the gallon, and it's rising. So what about this issue of torque then? Well, it's a different world compared to an E60 M5, a totally different world. We've got 500 foot-pounds of torque, we've got it from pretty much zip RPM. This thing has got all the normal, everyday performance you could ever want from a street car. It's unbelievable. Wherever I want to go, wherever I want to do, I've just got this enormous wall of torque to use. 7th gear now, put my foot down, it drops to 6th, and it just hauls in a way that the old car just couldn't. I might have figured it last night, and it might have done 0 to 100 miles an hour in 8.7 seconds. Get that? 8.7 seconds. And what about this double clutch gearbox? Well, BMW chose it for 2 reasons. First, there wasn't an 8-speed automatic around at the time that could handle all the torque this thing produces, and second of all, the high revving nature of this engine meant that it kind of needed to have that manual based transmission. Again, it was a problem for the automatic. I think it works brilliantly. I think it's the equal best double clutch I've driven with the GTR and the Nissan. So the F10 M5 is a car that rights all of its predecessors' wrongs. In every single category we've listed, 1, 2, 3 and 4, it sorts things out. It is a much, much better car to live with. But is it still a real M car? Is it still an exciting car? It doesn't feel like a natural extension of the 5 Series. If you understand what I'm saying? It feels like a separate model line. It feels like the M5 is its own range of cars. The differences are subtle, but you add in the different seats, the different steering wheel, the different noises, the different looks, the different body panels. All of it combines to give you this feeling that you're in a car that's fundamentally different to a 5 Series and has a completely different character. Maybe the noise builds on that as well. I like that, and this car totally succeeds in achieving it. So has BMW nailed it with the new M5? I'd say so.